sports are fantastic. That's AJ Hawk. He's been a champion multiple times in the sports world, which is why we're so incredibly lucky to talk to him every day. Ain't that right? Talks the table at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt.
Absolutely. Stuff of legends, truly.
Yeah, he could potentially help out the entire sports world, though.
Yeah.
All he has to do is tell us what's the big ordeal that Aaron Rodgers has that Coach Saleh said, that ain't fucking worth a practice. What do you think it is, AJ? If you had to guess, just as a human who knows the answer and is going to try not to say it.
I mean, I do not know the answer. I really do not. But to miss minicamp, it's got to be something big. Like to have this scheduled out in advance, don't you think? Like it's got to be something that's very meaningful to him.
I think so too. And Bob Saleh said a life event or something like that.
So
that he was very big to him.
And
maybe his tattoo guy became available. Maybe that was it.
He did get it.
I know that guy's pretty. The guy is
tough to book.
It's tough to schedule. Yeah, tough to book. No
tough
question.
to break into that artist's timeline. Obviously, maybe it is a new tab.
There is a show, Game of Thrones, starting on Sunday. Maybe he's traveling to England to be at the premiere for the Game of Thrones show.
Holy shit!
He's a huge Game of Thrones guy.
Well, let's check commercial flights from
New York to
do that.
Yeah, check the commercial ones.
That's probably
check Southwest, check Frontier, Southwest.
I just saw King Charles's painting was vandalized by animal rights activists. Could it have been Aaron?
That's one half of the hammer down. Cowboys turn dicks. I'm not sure if that's what he was doing.
But it could have been. Like that's.
I mean, he planned this out in advance before OTAs, so maybe he knew the painting was coming. Weird painting.
Yeah,
that was a weird portrait. Right?
What's going on these days?
Probably stolen.
Probably what?
That's not Aaron. It might be Aaron.
No cheese. Gromit. Look at all this cruelty on RS.
You shouldn't be messing with art. No matter how bad the art is, you shouldn't be messing with it.
They're not messing with it.
Security
There's covers on it.
You can just walk right up to that weird-ass king portrait and just do whatever you... They just rolled that son of a bitch heads on.
There's like glass in front
Tell you
of it.
what.
So it's not really,
Tell you what, some things should be brought back.
It's not really on the painting.
What should be brought back?
What's that, Tony?
Can you imagine if you would have done this to, I don't know, King Henry? Or any of the other great kings of the past?
Where was the Red Soldiers?
Your head would be in a guillotine immediately.
They got Euros to worry about right now. Everybody's not
doing public executions is what you want to bring back?
Whatever the case. That's a weird... That wasn't Aaron. That was
Didn't
not
look
Aaron.
like him, no.
Those are the things, though.
Could have been filming.
We got to keep... You're right. We have no idea whose camera behind that.
Fair.
I don't know if he's an animal activist, but I mean, maybe. What if it comes out that it's something like very sentimental? You know? Like,
what do you mean? Like what? Like what?
Like what if it's something that is like actually, oh yeah, that's like a once in a lifetime. You know, like what if that comes out publicly and then Coach I understand it was real cool. Okay, everybody just told me how cool it was. Just handling it that way makes no sense, but they're going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be talked about by everybody. 9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler is here. D-Butch, mandatory minicamp. What are your thoughts on it? What should we be taking away from this? Should we be taking anything serious that comes from any of these mandatory minicamp practices?
I think the biggest deal is always, guys with deals. If they're getting done, are they showing up, are they holding out? And obviously that's going to be the storyline leading into training camp. But usually, this is, you go there for probably 1, maybe 2 days, put the last little fine tunings on your team, and then you have that one last conversation with everybody. Hey, everybody be a pro, take care of each other, be smart, show up in shape, because you do have a decent break. That is good. The players need it, the coaches need it, the front office people need it. And then when you come back, hopefully you hit the ground running.
A lot of squealing tires in parking lots at the end of these mandatory mini camps. And it's not from the players.
Yep.
That's the coaches getting the fuck out of it.
It's their only time. It's their only time where they can go see their family and spend a couple weeks.
Yeah, they're reintroducing themselves to their kids and their wives because that's the first time they've seen them since last season kicked off. Because as soon as the season ends, then we got to get ready for Combine. Mm-hmm. Then we got to get ready for draft. Now, are we going to listen to your takes? Probably not, but we need you to have them and opinions on every single player that could be in your room. So go ahead and watch every single play that they've ever had since high school on all of them, just in case they end up on our team. It's your job. You get paid to do it. You're lucky to do it. Remember that. Sleep in your office, even though every other human on earth is at home. That's life of a football coach. That's why when these mandatory minicamps are over, boy, they are pumped. And if the head coach throws them like a little bit of an olive branch and cancels the last one, which happens and has happened on a regular basis, which is why the handling of the inexcused absence from Aaron Rodgers just makes no sense. It makes no sense how you could handle that so many different ways. I don't know why you'd want to start any drama. Now, Aaron could come out and save him and say, yep, very understandable. I told him that what I was doing was pretty important to me, and thought we had a good relationship, and I'm 20 years into this thing. I think I've been in the NFL longer than him.
It's probably part of the reason he was at all the OTAs as well. He knew he wasn't going to be at camp.
Showing face here, right? Haven't I? A lot of things.
Working,
At all,
I have all these. Voluntary is the word.
got the cool social clips of us throwing.
Yeah, everybody's loving it. We got the new,
Vibes are high.
I'm looking everywhere. The calves are getting back to full size after the Achilles disc. Remember all that stuff, and then this thing just. Yeah, I don't think so. Coach Shaw says weird.